Good day, my friend. I say to you, this is so sad, but I think I speak for you. Remember when you had interest in the Nancy Guthrie case? Do you remember when you had interest at first? I did. Remember how it was fascinating to you? You thought they're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to see an actual kidnapping solved. It's nowhere. It's nowhere. And the reason why this is called the Nancy Guthrie murder is that this is ridiculous. There's no way this woman can be living. There's no way. And I hope I'm wrong. Please, dear God, I will gladly march down the street. I don't want to be right about this. I don't want to. This is horrible. This woman had no. I keep thinking about my mother and grandmothers, and this woman had nothing to do with it. She didn't deserve this. But we have to stop calling it this disappearance where we don't know what it is. We know exactly what it is. We know exactly what happened. And it's tragic, and it's beyond tragic. And it's something that I think we have to get to the bottom of. I was watching some wonderful, by the way, the reporting is terrific. Ashley Banfield and others, and Brian Enton, and they are terrific. But what they've done is, by virtue of how good they are, they've showed us how incredibly bereft and devoid of any competence the police, certainly the Pima County sheriffs, are. It is so sad. It is so mind-bogglingly sad. Do you know there was one, listen to this, they found a shirt. And I don't know whose fault this is, but maybe this is emblematic, I guess, of the whole thing. They found this, there was this blue shirt, bright blue shirt, out about not too far from the droplets, the blood. And I think there was a Fox News reporter who said, "What's that? What's that shirt?" And someone said, "Oh, that was the shirt that was used by the Border Patrol or by apparently tracking dogs or something. They used it as the scent matcher for purposes of dog tracking." And they just left it. It was like they just left it. Like they tossed it. Or now I know that's not in and of itself a problem. But it is so profoundly emblematic of what we're looking at right now. I keep using the word emblematic, but it's really true. It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And I think, and I'm pretty good at this. Normally I will find a story that's interesting, and I will find it of note. I will find it interesting. And then later on I realize, my God, there's nothing there. There's nothing here. There's nothing even remotely. They're not serious. And we've kind of sometimes said that maybe the police or law enforcement can be, from time to time, incompetent. Whatever you think about O.J. Simpson, the argument was certainly made then that the LAPD was incompetent. But we've never seen anything quite like this. And we've never seen anything so horribly true. An organization so bereft of even the slightest professionalism. It's shocking. Shocking to the point where I can't believe we're even seeing this. I cannot believe this. So I know this is not necessarily the best of news. We could go over individual, blood testings and whether it was in CODIS or not. But it doesn't matter. They're either long gone, or she's dead, or she might be. Let me ask you something. To our great friends watching, how many of you think that 18 days after her apparent and ostensible, capture or kidnapping or abduction, how many put any amount of reasonable chance of her being found now? How many? Do you think there's any chance? Do you think there's any chance? 18 days after the fact, 18 days, she would have been hydrated, fed, not abused, not beaten, not somebody losing control. Anybody who recognizes, anybody who could go through an actual kidnapping, you have to ask yourself, why in their right mind would they even want to stay, not just say, you know what, let's just forget it. Let's just abandon this, cut our losses, we're out of here. There's going to be some type of a case, believe it or not, there's going to be a case, there's going to be a pursuit, I believe, of some kind of legal, I don't know how effective they're going to be, but there's going to be a legal action on the part of Tommaso Cioni, the son-in-law, because he was called as suspect by Ashley Banfield. She didn't libel anybody. She's just telling you what she heard, you know, which is really tough, though, because just because somebody told you, it doesn't mean, you know. Well, anyway, I don't think that's, I've seen better cases than that one. They're going to end up saying, you know what, screw it. We got away with it. Dump the old lady, get rid of her, shallow grave, just get no DNA, no nothing, no cause of death. Just let her, Judge Crater just never came back, disappeared, move on. This sheriff is blaming people, blaming a lot of the reporters. He's just going, I mean, he's almost like Erica Kirk, you know. Don't blame me, it's you. You don't understand how great I am. And it is absolutely profoundly horrible. Do you think that Ashley, that Savannah ever makes it back? I don't know. I don't watch that show. I can't really tell you. Tonight in New York City, in Newark Airport, which is right near us, they shut it down, the whole airport. Wow. A lot of things. You see where Tucker Carlson was apparently held, at least temporarily, in Israel? We'll get to the bottom of that. What does that mean? There's a lot of stuff, news, that I think is a little bit more robust. It has more, I don't know, a lot of wiggle room, some meat to it. But I'm so sorry to say, that in my very, very simple and humble opinion, there's nothing to this. There's nothing to this. I wish it wasn't so. And I can only imagine what that woman's, if it's true, and I say again repeatedly, I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. But if I'm not, thank you, Sal Angelo. You're a good man, Sally boy. Sal Angelo. Sal's been with us for years. Sal, you're a good man. Sal says, is it possible the FBI has their suspect, but they are keeping their cards close to the vest? Is it possible? Yes. Is it advised? Yeah. I think Sal, they could probably come up with a way of saying, listen, we have a suspect. We're going to release, or we're going to wind this one down. We will let you know who this is. But for them not to say anything, to allow you to sort of spin your wheels, I don't know about that. That is not a good idea. That is not a good idea. But one never knows. We can't really tell. But in any event, I don't know. I believe the most important thing is clarity. You tell people, listen, this is what we need. We need your help. If we find something, if we don't find something, we will tell you the specifics without giving away or compromising the specifics of the ordeal. But just tell you in general, this is what's happening. So it is a most horrible. Swan wants to know what's the motive in this case? Money. The money, it was It was money. Why this happened, I have no idea why it was. I think it's clear if you believe the TMZ story that it was $6 million. Remember, Savannah Guthrie said, we've got the money. Remember, Savannah Guthrie put no money up of her own. NBC put no money up of their own. I don't understand how any of this works. I don't get it. Why would you not want to? Most probably you would never have to. I mean, if you did, you're going to get people. If they say, here's $1 million to somebody who can lead me, you will get some crackpots, but you would get the answer. Somebody there, maybe even within the organization itself. That's an interesting way. Would they waive liability? Would they, let's say somebody within the conspiracy to kidnap her, let's say one were to leave and then claim good luck. You'd have a swearing match. You were involved. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. No, I wasn't. You're taking the reward money, but you're a kidnapper. No, I'm not. Yes, you were. So we'll see. You don't know about that. I don't know about that. There's a lot of some other fascinating news. Can I throw one at you? You ready for this one? Listen to this. What would be your take for this? Different subject, but since you're here. There's some rumors going along that Barry Weiss from CBS, Anderson Cooper's on his way out. She's thinking about courting Joe Rogan for 60 Minutes or CBS. Different subject, but I had to share this with you. If he does, this would be the most stupid thing Joe could ever do. Irrespective of the money, it's not going to work. It'll be a disaster, and he'll lose whatever credibility. And then you know who would go right to the top? Candace Owens. Just heard that one today. Just heard that. Different story. Not necessarily the same as this, but nonetheless. Is everybody doing well, by the way? Is everybody doing well? Liz is doing well, and J Love Enterprises, and John Doe. I hope everybody is doing great. Dorothy, how's everybody? How's our friend? Where is our friend, the lass from Aussie, from, where is she? Oh, Rick Rohr, bless his heart, he's there. Rick Rohr, you know him, you love him. Edie Crowley, the incredible Edie Crowley, thank you, so good to see you. Classy Freddie Blassie, Haddad Jr., he's there. There he goes. Maria Day. She's our friend from down under, as they say. So in any event, my friends, I wish there was more to discuss. I don't want to discuss, leads that never went anywhere. I just wanted to run this by you. Remind you that tonight, overnight on WABC, I'll be there. We got a full plate tonight to discuss loads of stuff on a darker subject, if you will. More mysterious, if you will. I hope everybody's doing great. If you pray for Nancy Guthrie. Pray for her soul. Pray for her family. Pray that I'm wrong. Pray that one day she walks into a police station and says, "Here I am. I'm in fine fettle. I'm safe and I'm doing well and everything is terrific." I hope to God that is true. But as you know, it's I'm not feeling good about that. In any event, dear friend, Sal Angelo, thank you, my brother. And you have a wonderful day. That's all. Just checking in. So glad to see you. Thank you for subscribe to Lionel Legal. This is our sister channel. I wish I had better news for you, but I don't. But the moment I do, we'll be on. Stay tuned. Stay subscribed. Please like the video. And accept this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for your kindness and your brilliance and your team spirit, as we say. Until then, my friend, I always say, the monkey's dead. Show's over. See ya. Da-da.